Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name's Kim and I'm here again with my lovely mom, Eterna Reyes, and the lovely Mojo Reyes. And today we're gonna do a gentle, slow flow. It's not really a flow, it's more like yin. Um, Yin yoga with the emphasis of back relief. Because I've been feeling it the last few days and yeah, let's relieve our backs, at least for 20 minutes. And we're gonna use, I will cue to props, especially blocks, strap, and I'm gonna use the pillow as well. However, if you don't have these props, you can be creative. Perhaps use a rolled up blanket or towel, something that can help support your hips lifting up. We're using scarves for our straps today. And then again, pillows, blankets, whatever you have around. All right, let's lay down onto our backs. Bring your block with you, and we'll find a supported broken bridge. So lift your hips, place your block either on the middle or the low setting on the flat part of your spine. So it should feel comfortable. If there's any digging in your low back, then adjust so it's sustainable. And then separate your feet to the edges of your mat and then knock your knees in towards each other. So we're inviting this internal rotation of the hips, which we rarely actually do and stretch. And then the arms can rest either by your side, onto your hips, or over your head, reaching for opposite elbows. Perhaps you can try different variations and then choose the one that feels most authentic in the moment. Soften through the eyes and tune into your breath in and out through your nose. Notice your feet on your mat, the feedback of your block onto your low back. Your shoulders ease as you exhale. And softening through the jaw, the throat, the mouth, the tongue. I invite you to think about one thing that is going right now. Or in other words, that isn't wrong. We'll keep it positive. What is one thing, though there's many things, just one thing at this moment that's okay, that's fine, that's good, that's right. Good. Receive one more breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Separate your knees and then lift your hips. Remove your block from underneath you and then slide your spine flat onto your mat. Keep your feet wide and then knock your knees side to side, sort of like a windshield wiper motion. Getting some rotation into the hips. And then next time your knees are over to the left, keep your knees there. You can place a block underneath the knees and just let them hang here. Do your best to relax into the hips. Option 2, lift your left heel and place over your right knee for a little more deepening into your right hip. Or if that's just extra, so if that doesn't feel sustainable, just let that go. Deep conscious breathing, no matter what posture we're in. Just trust that the breath will travel wherever you need and do whatever you need in that posture. Whether it's hip, back relief, mental clarity. Good. If you cross your left ankle, remove your foot and then swing your knees over to the right side and then hang here. Arms can stay on your hips or goalpost if you have the space. And then option to lift your right heel and place over your left knee to help facilitating. It's almost like you're adjusting yourself. self-adjustment. Breathe into your left hip. And then release your right foot. If you planted over the knee, return the knees back up. And then lift your legs up, arms up, shake them out. Let go of your day or your week or whatever time of day it is. And then release your feet and your legs once again onto your mat. Take up space. So it's like a starfish or star pose on your mat. Take a couple breaths here. And then keep your left leg where it is, your left arm where it is, and your hips stay rooted as you slide your right foot towards your left foot and your right hand towards your left hand. You may want to lift your upper body. This is banana asana. You're kind of in a crescent moon shape. Option to cross your right ankle over the left ankle. An option to reach for your right wrist with your left hand. And again, try to stay rooted into both hips. Your hips are the anchor in this posture to help deepen and create that opposition for us to stretch. We need a place to change from, so the hips is that anchor, like I said. Breathe into your right side body. Good, and then release your right arm and your right leg back to a starfish pose. Just take a moment here to observe the moment after we release yin postures is where a lot of magic happens. We release that compression. And then let's switch. So keep your right leg where they are, and then slide your left heel, keeping your hips rooted, and your left arm towards your right hand. Option to cross your left ankle over the right. Option to reach for your left wrist. Soften where you can, and again, staying rooted and even balance between both hips as you breathe into your left side. Good, and then release your left foot and your left hand. Come back to starfish pose. Couple breaths here. Observe, receive. Good, and then bend your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side, giving a little massage to your low back using the earth. And then roll over to your right side. Press yourself up to all fours. Draw your big toes to touch, separate your knees as wide as your mat, and then sit back into child's pose, balasana. Forehead can be either onto your mat or on a block. Okay, stretch into your hips. Important to stretch the hips in order to help support opening in the back. So as you exhale, ease through your legs, especially into the hips, allowing the breath to travel into your low back, and releasing as you exhale into the low back. Couple more breaths here. Notice where you may be able to release even just a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up to a tabletop. Stay for the exhale as you draw your knees to touch, and then separate your heels. Sit between your heels, either onto your mat or a block or a blanket. This is called hero's pose. So do what you need to maintain the contact of your knees, because this is where the work is happening. And then you can either stay here, palms onto your thighs, keep your belly in to support your spine and your low back, or option to find reclined hero pose. Lean back into your palms, lift your hips about an inch to find that stretch in your front hips. And then keep that intention as you either stay here or lay down all the way to your back. Yes, I'm going to use a pillow here underneath my back, maybe even a block. Oh yeah. You can make this as restorative as you'd like. If you reclined all the way down, reach your arms overhead and grab for opposite elbows. But wherever you are, breathe into your knees, your hips, your legs. Relax through the belly. One more breath here, please. And then same way you came in, press into your palms if you lower down, leading with the chest, up to a seat. Nice. And then come to standing on your knees. Make sure your knees are hip-width distance apart. We'll set up for gate pose. So step your left foot out, pressing down to the knife edge of your left foot. Reach your arms overhead, press down through your right knee, and then as you exhale, lower your left hand down either onto your leg or a block. Good. Look up towards your left hand if that's okay with your neck, and then root down through your right knee as you reach, your right arm away from your right knee. And almost like that banana asana shape that we found, a little deeper. Also getting stretch into our legs. Good, and then inhale, return both hands up. Exhale, plant your right palm underneath your shoulder for a modified side plank. Extend your left arm over your ear and then look towards your left fingertips. And again, using oppositional force, ground down through your left heel, the knife edge of your left foot, as you reach your left fingertips away. Roll your left chest towards the sky. And deep breathing. Good. Option to stay here. Option for one breath to lift your left heel up, flex through the ankle, strong core to support the belly, the back. Inhale. And then exhale, release your left foot down. Inhale, return back up, hands. Exhale, return the knee back center. Ooh. And then switch. Extend your right foot out to the side, grounding down through the knife edge of your right foot. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, tilt over towards your right side. Again, your hand can be either on a block or your mat. Look up towards your left hand as you ground down through your left knee, reaching away to stretch through your left side body. Keep your right side oblique activated to support rather than crunching down. Good. And then inhale, reach the hands up once again. Exhale, modified side plank. Plant your left hand down. Extend your right hand over your ear. If it's okay, look towards your right hand. Root down through your right heel as you reach away from it. Keep the belly engaged slightly to support your back. And then option to stay here for one more breath. Option to lift your right heel, flex through the ankle. Here for one inhale. Exhale, release your right foot down. Inhale, everyone return back up. And then exhale, knees back to center. Awesome. And then find your way into your back, onto your back, that is. And bring your strap or scarf or whatever you have long enough. It could be a belt, long enough to loop around your foot. Lay down on your back. And then extend your right leg up, or bend your left knee first, rather. Bend your left knee, extend your right foot up, and then loop your strap around your foot, around the center of your foot. And then reach as high as you can so that your arms are straight. So if your arms are bent, you're using unnecessary effort. The longer your arms are, the more you can use gravity to help facilitate the stretch. Flex through your ankle a lot to find the stretch already in the back of your right leg. Good. And then as you exhale, slowly begin to pull your foot closer and closer towards your face, even if it's just a 0.5 millimeter every exhale. Option to keep your left foot on the mat. Option to extend it forward. Flex through the ankle. Good. Try to level off through the hips, pulling your right hip away from your center. And then receive your strap into your right hand. Again, reaching as high as possible onto your strap. Left hand onto your hip and take a breath in. Exhale, extend your right heel over towards the right side. You can also use a block or a pillow underneath your right foot. Use your left hand to help ground your left hip onto your mat. Keep flexing through both ankles. Then breathe into this external rotation of your right hip. Again, healthy hips lead to healthy back. And then change. Return your heel back up towards the sky. Switch your hand on your strap. Rebend your left knee if you extended it. And then lift your hips up as you twist your right foot. Try to stack or shimmy your left hip underneath the right. So you're in a twist with the extended leg. Once you have that, then you can re-extend your left leg. Again, option to place your right foot on a block or your mom, if you can reach. I can't reach. Option to extend your right hand and maybe even look towards your right hand. Twists are a really good stretch for the back and especially our side bodies. Good. Rebend your left knee and then return your right heel up. Plant the left foot and then remove the right foot from the strap. And then plant the right foot as you extend your left heel up, strap into the left foot. Good. Reach as high as possible with both hands. Flex through the ankle, grounding down through both hips. And then again, as you exhale, slowly pull your left foot closer towards your face, even if it's just a little bit. Stay where you are as you inhale, and then the exhales will help you release. Option to extend your right foot forward, lengthening through the leg and flexing the ankle. Deep breathing. Good, and then receive your strap into your left hand. Place your right hand onto your hip, and then inhale. Exhale, extend your left heel towards the left side. Again, you can use a block or a pillow or your mom to place your foot. Right hand helps ground down through your right hip. And then deep breathing into the inside of your left hip. This is our abductor, the muscle that helps bring our leg in, stretch. And then change, return the heel back up, rebend your right foot onto the earth, and then switch your hands onto your strap, lift the hips, and then twist your foot over towards the right side, re-extend the right foot, and then the foot can be on a block, I'll show here. Place your foot on a block or a pillow for support. Option to extend your left arm to the side or goalpost. Option to look towards your left arm. Deep breathing. Good, and then return your left foot back up towards the sky. Rebend your right knee, plant it onto the mat, and release your strap. Keep your left leg lifted and just cross your left foot ankle outside of your right knee for figure 4 stretch. Reach for the back of your right thigh, flex through both feet, and then pull your right knee in. At the same time, push your left knee away from your center. If you have a wall, you can press your right heel into a wall, or just imagine, so energetically push into a wall with your right foot. This will help create space into your lower back. Ooh, thank you, back. All right, and then switch. Cross your right ankle outside of your left knee, and then reach for the back of your left thigh, pulling in gently towards your chest. As you push your right knee, you can use your elbow away from your chest. So again, that oppositional effort to find change in our bodies. Deep conscious breathing. This whole back pains I've been experiencing has allowed me, it's been an opportunity for me to slow down, take a step back from pushing myself so much in my practice. So I've been taking it easy generally, and it's humbling. Return to the one thing that you feel grateful for right now. Good, and then release the legs up towards the sky, shake them out. And then we'll stay here in waterfall pose for about 30 seconds or 5 to 6 breaths. You can use a block underneath the hips as well. Your hands could be by your side or over your head. And notice your feet. Keep them hip width distance apart so you can find a little more ease. Having your heels stacked directly over your hips. So it's that balance point where they're not quite going forward or back. It's really, really good for the legs and the hips and the back. Just our overall, what's it called? Overall nervous system. There you go. One more breath. Good, then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself one big hug, forehead towards your knees. Inhale. And then exhale, release your legs long onto your mat, arms by your side. For Shavasana, make any adjustments to lay comfortably. I like to use blocks underneath my feet. Mommy, can you pass me your block? Thank you. This helps alleviate pressure on your back, which I for sure need right now. And then once you feel comfortable, commit to stillness and allow yourself to rest and receive all the benefits. And I'll leave you here in your Shavasana. Please stay as long as you can, again, to integrate your practice. As always, thank you. Take care. Namaste.